Thank you, Jim. I know you were hoping I was going to outdo the ringmaster, but I kept it subtle. Only a little blame for each heels. He also tried to reinforce that I only had 5 minutes. Gay time's a thing, Jim. I'm only running 12 and a half minutes. Well, good morning, San Luis Obispo, and happy Pride. We share some of the highlights, 5 minutes of highlights of my journey leading the GALA Pride and Diversity Center, your local LGBTQ+ organization and community center. So, the GALA Pride and Diversity strives to uphold its mission of supporting and empowering people of all sexual orientations, gender identities, and expressions to strengthen and unite our Central Coast community. It has been my privilege to serve as their executive director for the last 2 years. It is the 30th anniversary of the GALA Pride and Diversity Center, and these last 3 decades have seen a lot of change for your Pride Center. I'm here to spill some of the tea. It was founded as the Gay and Lesbian Alliance of the Central Coast. It began as a community organization that was advocating for gay visibility and rights. The limited scope of much of GALA's history, catering predominantly to cisgendered white gays and lesbians, left out a huge portion of our greater LGBTQ+ community, leaving them underserved. Particularly want to call out our transgender community that through that time ended up branching off and forming their own organization of Trans Central Coast, feeling that we were not serving them to the best of our abilities. To give further context to that, tomorrow is the 55th anniversary of the Stonewall Uprising. It was a pivotal turning point in what we know as the queer rights movement of today. And that movement, that momentum, that catalyst was led by our transgender and gender non-conforming community members, particularly those of color. To underserve that community as an LGBTQ+ organization, nonsensical. It took upon myself and my team to put in the hard work. How can we best serve this community? And so, we know we're stronger together, stronger as a united LGBTQ+ community together with our allies. We put in the work. That's where we've changed the name change from Gay and Lesbian Alliance to the GALA Pride and Diversity Center, as well as our current mission statement came into play. I am pleased to say in these last 2 years, Trans Central Coast is now a fully supported committee of the GALA Pride and Diversity Center. Amongst other impactful work of these last few years is probably one of the strongest DEI statements that I've ever had the privilege of working on and collaborating on, and I've done a few. But it calls upon the LGBTQ+ community to not only stand up and fight injustice for ourselves, but everywhere we see it. We know that none of us is just one thing, so we need to stand up for our people of color, against anti-Semitism, all of these things. We need to make sure that we're shouting just as hard for that as we do for LGBTQ+ rights. June is also recognized as Pride Month, and I know I've said it before, it should come as no surprise, we're queer all year long. This last year we also put in, we changed Central Coast Pride as a singular event into a Pride and Queer Cultural Program. Year-long programming that supports, empowers, and uplifts all the vibrancy of the LGBTQ+ community. You can still sponsor. As leader of the GALA, I also took my experience working for this amazing chamber and working with this amazing city to recognize that our business and hospitality community plays a vital role in creating a truly equitable society. I truly put forth my work in establishing relationships that recognize that when we create a welcoming space where people want to visit, we create a welcoming space where people want to live. When we create a welcoming space where people want to live, we create a welcoming space where people want to do business. So now, as what I was asked to share, I am moving on to the County of Santa Cruz and their Diversity Center as their manager of outreach programs, continuing work that I wholeheartedly believe in, but I get to now live in one of two natural environments for a bear, the forest. It was either that or Palm Springs, and I'm not what that means for the GALA Pride and Diversity Center, I will be staying on through the end of the year as a consultant to help see them through, giving the board ample time to navigate this leadership change. But I do leave the heavy lifting to the phenomenal team I've built, my Director of Programming, Sarah Ruggles, and my Director of Operations, Jay Bird. So as I wrap this up, I promise. I look around this room, and I see so many allies to the LGBTQ+ community. So many that I'm blessed to call friends. I see so many that have put in the hard work to make San Luis Obispo a safe space for diverse people. But I also want to call in and recognize your LGBTQ+ community is under attack right now. Attack from hate groups, attack from legislation, the highest number of legislation out there in our country that would deny many of our community members their rights, and for so many of them, deny their humanity. So I call on everyone in this room to move beyond a safe space in creating a brave space. We must bravely stand together in allyship and fight oppression and injustice wherever we see it. Thank you. In the true spirit of Chamber core values, we have the grit to achieve what we believe in. And what we believe is that all gender identities are created equal, that Black lives matter, that brown indigenous lives matter, that we will not tolerate Asian American and Pacific Islander hate, that San Luis Obispo is no place for Islamophobia or anti-Semitism, but it is a place where immigrants and refugees can call home. At this time, I will take my beautiful benefactress badge and sashay away. But I have faith in this community's ability to be champions of progress and be brave. It has truly been my pleasure.